Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Hour. My name is Armando, and this is the very first episode of this brand new show that we're going to do here today. Well, let me introduce everyone first, then we'll talk about the name because it's kind of depressing, but we'll talk about and I'll tell you why we named it that way. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce Marco here.
Marco.
That's Luis.
Yeah, Luis. I'm 20 years old. I'm majoring in computer engineering, and my hobbies consist of food.
Food? What else?
That's about it.
Okay, we'll go into that a bit more. Yeah, I'm interested. Joey is right here.
Hi, I'm Joseph. I don't know anything. No, we can't say that. Edit that out.
No, you could say it.
No, we can't. Anyways.
Well, I'm not going to edit it.
I play video games. I'm a piece of trash. That's all about it. Arando's turn. Oh, I know. Did you go?
No, I'm just introducing you.
Oh, okay.
We'll go into details a bit more.
Right.
But who are you?
My name is Armando.
What are your
My name is
fears?
Armando.
But who
Say
are
what
any
it
of us? Who are we really?
No one.
What is
we
a
are-
human?
We are just
We're sad boys.
meaningless pieces of life on a floating rock in space.
What is
Down.
life?
And we're all gonna die because
Life
the sun is a star and
life is hard,
it's gonna
man.
go supernova.
I'm hard.
We're all gonna die.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Sad boy hours.
Sad boy hours. Yes.
Sad boy hours.
Okay. So before we go into detail about each other, we're gonna go into just talking about the name of the podcast first. So we chose Sad Boy Hour because I think we can agree that most of our conversations that we have as friends and everything, it happens between the Sad Boy hours, which according to the Urban Dictionary is like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Very legitimate source.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So we're going to name the podcast after that. Because we really just talk about dumb shit, like after one.
I've never talked about my penis so much until like 1 in the morning. That's when I talk about my penis a lot.
That's when you're all like, hey, I'm going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Share it with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
At a
I don't
Denny's
think it's
table.
I don't think it's like he pre-plans it though. He's not like I'm gonna talk about my penis. It's just like I have the his like subconscious is just like
I think
hey, talk about your penis.
As you become so tired that you're like, I don't really have my guard up as to what I'm gonna not talk about. I don't really care at this point.
No, and also what I've noticed is that every time we talk about something like really dumb, really interesting, or it's interesting to me, but we always forget what it was.
I always forget what anything is. Honestly, I have the worst memory in the world. I have oh my god, I have early Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Your parents just smoked a lot of weed when you were in your mother's belly when she ate you.
I think I was just dropped, honestly.
Both.
Yeah, and I think this podcast is a way to just document our conversations that we have, because we did a pilot episode and it got really off topic and it was pretty fun, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for this. Are you guys excited?
No.
Why not? Are you guys nervous?
No.
Oh,
Just
no.
Sad.
No. Hey, are you guys sad right now?
Yeah, I'm
Always.
always sad.
Who is it?
Moderately? I'm moderately happy.
Are you moderately happy?
I'm moderately happy.
You're
Why
like
are
the
you-
saddest.
Get out of the
No,
Wait,
no.
you're the most depressed man I've ever met.
No, what? What are you talking about, man?
You have this weird outlook on life where it's like, hey, life is perfect, but this one person who I want in my life left me, so now my whole life is trash.
Oh,
You're rich
Yeah.
sugar.
yeah.
You're rich.
chicken. Well,
I'm just
Chicken's cooler.
hey.
Normal.
Okay, whatever.
I got you there. There's no argument there.
But
There's
I'm
no
happy.
argument. Why are you happy? What are you happy about?
Happy that we're doing this. I like podcasting. I like it a lot.
You know, I've never done a podcast. I feel like I've been really good at talking out of my ass for my entire life, but I've never really.
That's a real skill, talking out of your ass. I
Honestly,
didn't even know you had vocal cords.
It's like a ventriloquist, but with my ass. I have a talented ass.
Actually,
Nice one too.
Very nice and plump.
I think you know what? I don't know if you guys noticed whenever we hang out and you guys just start talking about like dumb shit, like I keep quiet. That's because I imagine myself listening to a podcast.
I thought you were imagining my ass.
No.
That's what I do.
No. That's what you do.
Yeah. Unless he's just like standing up. In that case, I'm just looking at it.
Oh, damn.
You
Not gay, by the way.
But you imagine yourself listening to this podcast.
Remember when we went hiking? It was, 2 weeks ago maybe? I was in front of you guys.
Yeah.
When we were going down the trail.
Yeah.
I was just quiet because I was like, damn, these conversations are really dumb and they're really entertaining.
Oh my god.
Armando like walks out of the cliff. Like, thinking about that
Kinda.
Just falling down.
We have some really awful conversations.
Yeah.
I feel like none of our conversations are meaningful in
Yeah.
any way. They're kind of just rants.
They are.
How we mostly hate everything about life.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Honestly.
I definitely I agree.
We're heavily opinionated people. Heavily opinionated people.
What do you mean by that? I think everyone's heavily opinionated, though.
I feel like us more than anything. We kicked Armando out of the group chat for a good solid week just because he likes Naruto.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Naruto's trash.
We are
Naruto
heavily
is trash.
opinionated people.
Hey, no, I left the chat.
No, we kicked you out.
No, you
the whole
kicked
you out
time.
the
No,
first time.
you kicked me out, and
Yeah.
then I said something about Naruto, and then I just left.
And then we didn't give a shit for the
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah,
Until
like
somehow we brought it up again.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like he
No,
can
it was
get back
'cause-
into the group.
It's
on
because we
yourself.
were like, why didn't Armando respond in the group chat? And they were like, oh, he's not even in the group chat.
See?
Armando, we're awful people. Why do you hang out with us?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're all pretty scummy.
You claim to be happy. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm recording this.
So?
This is my mic.
So?
You guys are using me.
Do you like being used?
Not
I
really.
sure do.
Not really.
I should.
You know.
But you claim to be happy and you're with sad people. What's wrong with you, man?
I feel like
I'll be the happy.
we all do generally bring something to the group.
Yeah.
Armando brings monetary value to the group.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Monetary
Props.
value.
Space.
Oh, a camera.
4K camera, dude.
Joseph definitely brings a charm. He brings
Nah,
a
fuck
charm
no.
to the
Yeah.
group.
Oh yeah. Look.
He's such
Look
a
at yourself,
charming
man.
person.
The aesthetic.
The aesthetic.
That's why you're in the front of the camera. Like, or really, they're hearing us. They're looking at you.
Joseph is definitely the aesthetic of the group. Joseph is the aesthetic of the group.
Look at that.
Marco
Pink
being the
hat,
security guard.
Pink like shirt. The hair like over here sticking out of the hat. The glasses. The mustache.
Don't look. Shut up.
The beard.
The beer.
The shit.
That beautiful smile.
What on
My
Marco?
smile is.
Marco brings security to the group.
Security.
Just look at those arms.
Oh yeah. Your security guard.
Marco definitely brings security to the group.
And whenever someone tries to fuck with us, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
What about
There
you?
go. I bring the bidet to the group.
The what?
The bidet.
The hell is that?
Isn't that the toilet that shoots water up your ass?
Yeah. I am the water that shoots up your guys' ass.
Why?
I don't know what to say.
I don't understand the
Are you
metaphor.
talking about like shoot
Well,
up the ass? Like
What do
as in-
bidets do? They clean shit off of asses.
You saying we're shitty?
Pretty much.
I don't know where I was
We're
going with that.
assholes.
You clean us up.
I don't know what I bring to the group. I don't bring much. Bring
He
my
splashes on the bitches like
handsome good looks. That's about it.
See, you always try to bring
Delusion.
up what you bring to the group, what each of us brings to the group. I
Yeah.
don't think we bring anything to the group. We just come together because we enjoy each other's company with friends.
Yeah.
It's not really like we're here because we need to bring something here, or that we do in general.
yeah. It's not like I offer this. What can you offer me?
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's kind of like, hey, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're cool too. Want
Let's
to do
hang
something?
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting outlook in life.
I don't think we need to bring anything to the group.
Yeah, because I mean, like sometimes
Your
we go.
4K camera helps though.
Yeah.
Like, pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, at least I'm using it now
Yeah.
for something
Mhm.
to record a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your casting couch right there and all. Just saying.
I
The
guess.
idea of a casting couch to me is weird.
Mhm.
Because it's like you watch it, but you think about it, it's like, is it scripted?
It's 100%.
Do they script it to not be scripted? That's interesting to me, you know?
They
It's like you're
100%
acting
scripted.
to act like you're not acting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
So really, are porn stars the greatest actors there are?
honestly, I feel like there is. I feel like they are.
Is.
I feel like I saw this really interesting porno once, and the actors were just so good. Lisa Ann was a lifeguard, and she was saving some man drowning.
Have you
It was
actually watched it though, or
incredible.
you just see the clip
No,
online?
I just saw a clip
Yeah.
on it.
I
Honestly.
saw the clip.
I just saw the clip online.
The last porno I watched was the one we put in our kick chat where it was something about like a T-Rex loving lesbian. What was it?
Oh, the one where she's on the fucking hoverboard?
Yeah, it's this girl. And she's
Did
on
you
a
look it up?
hoverboard. I looked it up just to watch it. It looked hilarious. I was not disappointed.
Do you fuck her in the T-Rex outfit?
No, because they're both women. In there.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's a lesbian T-Rex.
Oh.
And what happens is the T-Rex is chasing her around. They end up coming across the strap-on. And then the T-Rex puts on the strap-on. And then fucks her. Yeah, over the suit. The T-Rex does not take off the suit whatsoever. I'm convinced it wasn't. Yeah, I'm convinced it wasn't the suit. Like their special effects were that good. That's the coolest part I've ever seen. And it was really good because she was just such a good actress. She just kept telling the T-Rex to roar, and then the T-Rex would roar for her. It was incredible. That's the last porno I've seen.
Imagine how hot it must be inside of that T-Rex suit, though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, just like not doing anything, just like sitting in it would be really hot because you're like that. Like, there's like no ventilation in there whatsoever. You're like breathing your like own like breath like out like back in. I don't know. You get really hot. Your body heat's like trapped inside, and I don't know. That seems just like a horrible like.
Props to porn stars, dude. They're honestly really, really good actors. Like, you know, for a fact, sex is nothing like porn. Like,
oh no, it's all
Jesus Christ, man.
Obviously. Amazing camera angles and
really flattering camera angles. Really unflattering sometimes as well.
Yeah.
You telling me that ordering a pizza is not like that?
Darn shame.
Disappointed. You're gonna leave a
I was just
bad
about
review.
to call Pizza 9 like the other
Pizza
day.
Night.
You give them free advertisement.
Pizza's really good. Pizza's my favorite food.
No, it is happening, but it's like it's not like their secret menu. You have to be like, I want extra sausage.
Extra.
Yeah.
Well, that get you a dude, bro. But what do you do for a girl?
You order it for pastrami.
No, girls don't deliver pizzas. What do you mean? It's not. They can't do that.
What?
You're saying women can't drive?
No, you have to order a slice. Because nobody orders a slice. You order a whole pizza.
Oh, true.
Oh,
Should I
shit.
get a slice of pizza? This is a weird conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean,
Dude, we
this
should
is,
make some. We should make some videos. We're the directors of that. You said you wanted to become a director.
This
Just
is
changing it up a little bit.
This is what I meant by weird conversations.
Are you saying you want to start porn videos?
No, I'm saying like we could make money somehow.
By making porn?
No, he'll. We won't make porn. We'll just record it. He's the director.
Oh.
He'll manage.
He does
all
want
that.
to become a director one day. So.
Well, yeah, I do. But
I just have $1 million idea. I mean, you got to do something with it. It's not like like the inventor of Google's like, oh, this is a good idea. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? If you come up with a good idea, you have to do it, regardless if you think it's a good idea. Like if like you want to do it or not, you just kind of have to.
But Google was a good idea. Is this necessarily a good idea though?
No, but like it's still $1 million idea.
You know what sounded like a really good idea, but then halfway through realized, wow, this is a terrible idea? This podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's a good idea.
I'm just being a mood killer.
I know. And like I said, this is what I meant by weird conversations. I didn't even finish like going through my script that I had.
You had a script?
I had it, dude. I wrote it while I was at work.
Really?
That's why I have my phone, man. That's why.
You're always on your phone, Armando.
You're using it as an excuse.
Maybe.
It actually does have stuff on here though.
Yeah. See.
Why are you trying to prove him right?
Because
You gotta make
it's
him
the
look
one.
bad.
It's the.
I mean,
one,
I got. See. Okay. So I
It's
have
the one
messages
time
too,
he's-
but like.
Go for it, Armando. Go for it. Read your script.
Oh shit, dude! I lost it. Okay, never mind.
Read your script.
Okay. All right. Fuck, I forgot.
It's
How
right
do you
there.
forget? It's a script.
Well, I had this planned out, man. Then we started talking about what? Pizza?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
Okay. Yeah.
Trap song.
Trap song.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say that. Well, you're probably listening to this on either YouTube. I'm gonna put this on iTunes and Google Play, so it's gonna be there. So
Uses
for
Google
everyone, I'm Android users.
I use Spotify.
And shout out to our sponsors.
No, no, we don't have
Sponsor
sponsors.
us, please.
Like, yeah, you want to sponsor us or whatever.
Drake, if you're out there.
I'd rather get Pepsi, dude. Free Pepsi, dude.
Yeah.
Or Dr Pepper.
I'm not the
Well, you're
biggest
not a
fan of
soda guy.
I don't like soda.
Yeah,
I really
I'm water.
dislike
I'm a
soda.
water guy.
I'm huge on water. Water tastes good to me. Water tastes sweet to me.
Really?
Yeah, water tastes sweet to me.
Well, doesn't Coke own some water company?
Dasani, but
No, Dasani's trash though.
yeah.
I like Dasani.
Dasani sponsors.
Just call them trash.
Yeah.
Lost that sponsor.
Also,
water.
okay. Anyway, I think over the course of what I don't know how this thing is gonna last. Hopefully, it lasts a long time.
25 years.
Yeah, maybe. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Knock on. Is this what?
No, you're not supposed
There's
to
a little
knock.
piece of
Oh
wood
yeah,
there.
never mind. My bad. Yeah. Anyway.
I was just
Yeah.
tapping his phone. I wasn't knocking.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah. Our listeners are gonna get to know us, pretty much, right?
No.
You think so? Yeah.
I'm a hard dude.
Don't let them.
I'm a person who's it's hard to get to know me. It's hard.
No, it's not.
Not really. No.
Not really.
Nah.
Nah.
No, I think you're like the most like see-through person here.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But, like
Like
you said,
who you
you're
present
really
yourself.
upfront with everything.
Yeah, who you present yourself as is who you are.
That is very true.
Yeah, you can't be upfront and also like not like hide everything. You know what I mean?
I don't beat around the bush. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So you like get straight to the point. Like, hey, I like food a lot, and that's why I'm talking to you. Can I have food?
Yes, this is true. I am very manipulative when it comes to food.
I wouldn't say necessarily manipulative. I think it's more of like just forward. Like,
Yeah.
just-
I agree
It's
with
not
that.
necessarily manipulative.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
makes it sound like you're doing a lot of things that would benefit you, but in some way like make it bad for them. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what manipulative kind of like has the vibe to it.
He's starving other people, getting food for himself.
It's not. You're not starting, man. They're just sharing, if anything.
No, I'm just kidding. It's
Yeah.
mean. It's not really mean. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but where I was getting at is that you guys are gonna get to know us once we talk more about each other and just talk about really weird shit like always, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I think we should introduce us a bit. Just
We already did.
Yeah.
no, you.
He's
Well, I
Joseph.
didn't,
You're Armando.
but just our names.
Marco. She's Luis.
Oh, so you just want to go in
Yeah.
depth onto what we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just that, just a bit.
I cry all the time. I'm sad. Help.
Tell.
Okay.
No.
Is that what you want?
Joseph hates my puns.
Oh, they're terrible.
Marco is the punniest man alive. He's the king of dad jokes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised Marco doesn't have a kid out there. He has the best dad jokes ever.
What are you talking about? Captain is my kid. It's my dog.
Good point.
It's
Captain
great.
Falcon.
Captain Falcon is the second greatest dog alive.
Didi
No, he's the
first.
greatest dog alive.
Luis.
Captain Falcon is the second greatest dog alive.
Captain is the greatest.
And let the record show that Captain Falcon is the second greatest dog alive.
Is the
Okay, can we
greatest
get
dog
off this
alive.
now? Can we stop?
Yeah.
Can we
Okay.
stop
Okay.
this?
Anything more?
No, that's all I need to know. Just that Lisa's dog is the second greatest dog alive.
Didi.
Anyway, Luis.
I'd like to start off, and please let the record show that Didi is the greatest dog alive. So Didi is my dog, and I really like him. He's a really cool dog. He's really chill. His name is Didi. It stands for Diamond Dog. Really funny story. I had a friend who was like, "Hey, I got some puppies. You want to come look at them?" So I went, and then I picked him up, and I was like, "Oh, I am taking the dog home," and I took him home.
And it's at your house now.
And Didi lives in my house now.
I mean, obviously, you took him home.
Nice. He
Why
could have
would he leave?
escaped.
No, Didi wouldn't escape. He's
He'll come back.
loyal. He's
Yeah.
loyal.
But if someone stole him, he wouldn't care.
He did get outside last time, and he was just like chilling in front of the gate. And I was like, "Hey man, you want to come inside?" And he just came inside.
Cool.
Didi is the greatest dog alive.
Nice. Joy.
What? It's my turn now.
I think we're introducing our dogs now.
There's 4 dogs who live at my house. There's Susie. who's-
Besides Joseph.
Oh, hoo-hoo.
Hey.
No, that's incorrect. Anyways, there's Susie, who's the oldest dog. She's like 12 or something. I don't know if she's old.
Oh, that's pretty old.
I think she is. No, maybe she's like not that old. She might be like 8. I
Almost
have
as
no
old as
idea.
me.
I think she's like 8, 9, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, there's her, and then there's Luke and Leia, and then there's Pepper. He's the smallest dog,
Nice.
and he's an asshole. He bites my toes.
Is
Nice.
Pepper like the one that you recently got?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a picture of Pepper yet.
I have.
I've never married
Okay.
dogs.
Hmm?
I've never married dogs.
They're all pretty great.
Nice.
Luke and
Good to
Leia
hear.
just got neutered, so
Ah.
they're all cut up and stuff right now. But they're
Neutered
still,
and spayed.
yeah.
Oh, I always feel so bad because you take them and then they come back and they're like all so droozy and they're just like
Dude,
They're
Luke
sad.
didn't give a fuck. He like just started running around when we got home. And I was like, "No, you can't run around." dude."
Oh,
He was like,
fuck.
No.
My dogs just went right to sleep.
Yeah.
yeah. Leia was just laying in her bed. She was like,
Is Didi neutered?
Not yet.
You should.
Did you do the snap thing?
Not yet. It costs money. I'm broke.
Yeah. It's I paid $40 for both of them with the snap thing.
Whoa, that's really good.
Yeah.
Snap? What's snapping?
Yeah. It's like if you live in the South Valley, they give you like money.
You don't live in
Only
the South
pay for
Valley? Where do you live?
I live right there.
This is not the South Valley.
I am confused.
You're really bad with directions.
I'm awful with directions. If it weren't for the GPS, I would have died a long time ago.
We're gone
Honestly.
lost.
Yeah, I don't know how my ancestors did it.
They looked at the stars.
They didn't have your memory.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Armando, how about you?
I have two dogs. Well, one of them is mine. Her name is Mia.
Is
She's
that
a
the little
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
Yeah,
Scary
the one that attacks. She attacks, but she protects.
Oh.
So, yeah, if she would have been here, like you guys, she would have attacked all of you.
Not me.
At
Dogs,
once?
dogs love me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it. She'll attack you. Oh, she'll attack you. And then
Special.
I have a German Shepherd. Her name is Candy. She's really energetic. She likes to run with me. So.
Yeah, she's a German Shepherd.
I like her a lot.
She's really pretty. She's a really pretty dog.
Yeah, she's loyal. Except when you bring in her dog and she just wants to play with that dog. So, yeah, that's a bit about myself and my dogs. Well, more about my dogs.
Most about our
All of our
dogs
dogs,
instead of
Yeah.
us. But,
But they say that the dogs take a lot after their owners.
I was just talking to
But we
someone
weren't
about
explaining about our.
that. Yeah, we weren't really explaining about how our dogs
Yeah.
act. It was just more like, hey, we have dogs. This is them. Neuter, and like, that's it.
That's a very important lesson in life. Hey, neuter your dogs. All right.
Yeah.
It's better for them
You
too.
should always do that.
Yeah.
Helps control the population so dogs don't die in
But
shelters.
it's also like sad because like, man, like, there's not gonna be like anyone after captain. You know, like the world should have captains.
Yeah.
Little
And
cap.
like,
Little cap.
Well, become a breeder and then you can make more captains.
But like at the same time, it's like I'm broke.
Bro.
Like you have to get like a license and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be bad. Go against the law.
Yeah, but what if like Captain has kids and then like no one takes care of them so they die anyways? It's like that's even worse, man.
But see, I was thinking more about
Yeah,
it.
dude, like that's what happens. So you gotta
It's
spay
really
them.
sad.
But see, like what I was thinking is more like I want to keep captains for myself. Because I don't want to lose captain, but I know I am. But
Yeah.
I want to have his like future generations and take care of them. Because I love captain. Captain's my first dog,
First off.
and
Yeah.
he's the greatest.
My first dog, her name was Bubbles.
Bubbles.
She was half Labrador, half Chow Chow. She's the greatest dog alive.
My first dog was named Cleo. She died on Christmas.
That is sad.
That is
Yeah,
sad.
sorry.
Oh my god.
Dude, like my cousin's over, like staying at my house. 'Cause she's from California, and she came over here, and she brought her daughter, and she's like tiny, and like, and so like everyone had a get together yesterday, and then my other cousin brought his daughter as well, and like she's like the cutest thing ever. Like she saw my dog, she like went and like hugged it, like in like the softest way. She's like, and like just like left, and I was like, that's amazing.
That's
like,
amazing.
You know what? Moments like that make me think like, hey, having kids in the future wouldn't be so bad. But also, you see some pretty shitty moments where kids are just like little demons, and it's like, hey, I'd do without a kid.
Yeah, they're like freaking out in
I
the
think it
store.
depends how you raise them though.
I feel like to a certain extent,
Yeah, like
when
I
they're
still-
toddlers, they don't grasp concepts as well as an older kid would. Like a 5-year-old,
I mean,
like
yeah.
you could, like sure you can raise a 5-year-old to be really polite and shit, but like a 2-year-old, you can't sit him down and be like, so you can't be yelling in public. Like they're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
we talked about this.
We talked about this.
So, would you have kids in the future?
I mean,
Do you want kids?
I feel like I don't know.
Really?
It's way too soon to tell.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
way
with
too
you.
soon. It's,
I
like
definitely
I
would.
can't.
I mean, I would, but not like.
Not anytime soon.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
but,
Like I'm like
clearly.
oh, yeah, I'm like, oh, I have to pay for my car. I have to pay for my tuition. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You see, for me, it's not a factor of money. It's just I don't know where my life
Well,
is going.
it's
Well,
money and
like,
responsibility
you're still too
though.
like young to like
Yeah.
actually have kids and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's about the responsibility that comes with that too.
Not only that. I'm not thinking of having kids now, but just thinking about in the future. I feel like I haven't had enough experience to really know how to care about someone else in that type of way. You know what I mean? I feel like having a kid is a huge responsibility.
Yeah,
and you
of course.
kind of need to gain some experience to know how to react to a lot of these situations.
Because now
Like,
you're.
dude, I don't even know how to clean a kid's ass. You know what I mean?
I mean, like having a dog is kind of like similar to it because I mean, for like longish while, like your dog doesn't understand it. You tell like, don't poop here and poops exactly there. You know what I mean? Like with kids, you can at least put like diapers on them, but like with like a dog, it's just like shits everywhere, like pisses everywhere. Like when you first get them, because they're like tiny, they don't understand. After a while, they'll bark at you or something if they want to go outside. Well, Captain does that with me. He's like, hey, let's go. Open the door for me, please. Like, he starts speaking English.
That's a pretty talented dog, dude.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I don't know how to guide someone through life. You know, I don't even know how to get through life myself.
I mean-
how am I supposed to guide someone?
you don't really guide them. You just
Yeah.
kind of tell them your experiences and like they can learn off of that.
They
Because
learn from you.
I feel like that's pretty useful. Like hey, like
Plus,
I don't know what's gonna happen with you, but this is what happened with me.
And I don't think anyone's ready to be a parent. It just happens.
Not with me.
Not
I
with
wear
me.
condoms, dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like
I really
protection.
don't understand people our age who are like, it was an accident. It's like, nah, dude, you can prevent it. Like,
I mean, there are ways to prevent it.
There-
I mean, yeah,
there's
every now
tons
and
of
then
ways
there
to
are
prevent it.
accidents though, like condom rips or something like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe
but
you don't,
but
like,
at the
get
same
through it.
time, it's like you got birth control, you got condoms, and you can pull out. Like, if you really want to, you can prevent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I mean, if you're only going based off of the condom method, like
No, I mean,
and
not
also
just the
pulling
condom.
out is just like a horrible method.
Pulling out doesn't work like.
No, but I'm
90%.
saying you can use the three of them at the same time.
Oh yeah, but like the majority don't do it. The majority don't do it. Like
But that's my point, though. It's like how can you be blaming stuff on like fate and like, oh, it was an accident? Nah, you could have prevented it. That's not an accident. It's just being careless.
I mean, just being careless is kind of an accident.
Yeah.
No, that's being careless.
Yeah, I know, but they kind of go hand in hand.
because you're not being completely careless.
Yeah. Like, you're still taking measures to prevent it, but it still happened because you weren't, like, doing everything possible, but you're still trying
Yeah.
to stop it.
There you go.
It's like I mean, there's like a lot of methods to like prevent pregnancy, but you're not gonna take all of them. You're not gonna do like an IUD, like all of them combined at once. Because
Yeah.
first of all, like a lot of those are like hormone based, so like that'll fuck people up like
That's true.
pretty bad. And you can't like combine certain ones. Like there's male condom and female condom. You can't combine those because they'll just cancel each other out.
Female condoms are scary.
Oh, big.
Yeah.
Females are scary. To begin with. Like, dude.
Beyond that.
Like, dude. I don't want to get caught in one of those.
One of those.
You know what I mean?
Are you sure though?
Well, there is. Yes, I'm sure.
Remember the guy at school?
Yeah, I was about to get to that. There was this couple fucking at school. They got stuck together. I don't want that.
I actually read what that was called, but I can't remember the name right now. But it's like a muscle spasm, and it like traps your dick.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they got stuck together?
While they were having
Oh,
sex.
oh shit! I thought you guys
Yeah.
were talking about like, oh, they got stuck together because they had a kid.
No.
No, they got
They
stuck together
literally-
while they were doing it, like at school.
Yeah.
So like,
Holy
one of the
fuck.
teachers found them, right? Or they contacted one of the teachers. Or something.
Supposedly, I'm not entirely sure. Supposedly, I mean that's a story. That's
the,
the story.
the tale of the myth,
That's the myth. That's the legend.
the legend.
They were like a year younger than us, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think they're a freshman. Yeah.
We were sophomores at the time. Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think so.
High school's a blur to me. Life is a blur to me. Yesterday is a blur to me. This morning is a blur. to
Everything
me,
is a
An
blur.
hour ago was a blur for you.
honestly.
Have you had those times though, where you don't remember what you did?
Yeah, every day.
Really?
That's
Is it
life.
that bad?
It's that bad, yeah.
Damn. I don't think it's that bad for me. I have to be like, I mean, if I get drunk, maybe.
I don't get drunk, so
You don't drink.
I don't drink.
Well, I don't either, but I like drink whenever.
Then you drink.
But on special occasions.
Yeah, I feel like drinking is like constant, you know? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you drink. It's like constantly,
Yeah.
like you're like every weekend or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Ooh, gross.
Oh, gross.
You don't like to drink?
I mean, I do, but I
Yeah,
don't.
but not like
Like,
consistently.
yeah, like every
Yeah.
weekend, dude. Like, ooh, alcoholism is no joke.
Alcoholism is really bad, yeah.
That's not your choice of substance.
Nah, dude.
Nah.
Nah.
Joseph's all about that black tar heroin.
Oh shit!
Mexican black.
Oh damn!
Oh,
That's the good
he's
stuff.
into the Latino.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the stupidest shit. So people who like identify as gender neutral, they don't call themselves Latina or Latinos. They call them
Latinx.
Latinx. Yeah.
Oh damn! Really?
Yeah, and I was like, stop. Like, it was
I know
so
that.
stupid, dude. Like, I get transgenderism, but it's like just oh fuck, man.
I don't see why it's a big like deal. It's like
Yeah.
just because like a thing has like a male noun or something like that
no,
too.
it's just like the noun. Like, it's not that big a deal.
I get where they're coming from.
I mean, I do too, but it's still stupid.
Is that
I
the
get
right
I
word
get what
now?
they're coming from. I wouldn't call it stupid. I think I get where they're coming from. I personally don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in that community, so I can't say anything about it. Like, I personally just don't care.
I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's like, I'm like, I don't care.
Like it's just
About-
a word. It's like
Yeah.
guitar is like guitarra. That's like female. It's like
Yeah.
What do you
oh
mean?
my god, it should be a male.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Like guitarro.
Guitarra. No,
yeah,
no. There's an actual like what's it called? Male version for guitar. You don't know?
No.
Guitarron. You
Is
know what?
that-
You
is
know what
that
it is?
legit a thing?
Yeah, un guitarron.
No, I've never heard of that.
No, it's what the mariachis use.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah, the big one.
But
It's
that's
a
a
big
different
guitar.
kind- that's a
Yeah, that's a
different
different type of
guitar,
instrument,
though.
but
That's
like
a different instrument.
like what I'm getting at is like changing the name of something because I like no, it should be a male. It's a thing. Like doesn't really matter what it is. Like
Yeah.
it ends in
Yeah.
A, it ends in O. Either way, it still doesn't have a penis or a vagina. Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our topic. I don't know. We just rambled. What were we gonna talk about? We had a topic.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
You
I
went to
guess-
London, right?
Oh yeah, but this is a while back. But I wanted to talk about not London. I wanted to talk about the flight to London, which
Nice.
was awful.
I hate flights.
Yeah, no, I had the worst flight that
Yeah.
you could ever had because the airplane food got me. I got food poisoning from the airplane food, so I wanted to die the entire flight. Like it was so bad, and we were like
How long
2
was it?
hours away from like getting there, and like. You know, I was sitting there like keeled over because my stomach just hurt so bad. Like I couldn't even fucking
Really?
move. Yeah,
Should have taken a shit in the plane.
I didn't want to though because
Dude,
I was
you
like,
should
dude, it
join
would
the
have
Mile High Club.
it would have been so bad if I did. Honestly, But-
So how was the trip though?
London was cool. Paris was kind of trash.
Why?
It's really fucking dirty over
Does it
there.
smell like piss over there?
I don't remember.
New York smells like piss.
Really?
Yeah.
But you liked it.
I like New York. New York's
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Dude, I really like London because they have these like really small alleyways, and like in the alleyways they'll have like coffee shops and like these really cool, just like vintage looking places.
Ooh, Cafe LeBlanc.
Yeah, but like basically stuff like
That's
that.
fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fucking
pretty
cool.
sweet.
I like that.
Yeah. Remember Esteban?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him went and like got like cheesecake and like a coffee at some like little fucking coffee store.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
nice.
Was
Yeah,
it
it was
good?
pretty cool. Yeah, it was really good. It was pretty cool.
What's the best trip you've ever had?
Costa Rica. That
You
was
went to
pretty
Costa Rica?
fun. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
That was like 4 years ago, I think.
Was it freshman
Oh,
year?
It was sophomore year,
Oh.
like after
So, like,
my
4
sophomore
years
year.
ago,
Yeah,
then?
so
Yeah.
it was 4 years ago. That was really fun.
Where'd
Like,
you go to?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
we went all over the place, and since it was just so small, we got to pretty much we like visited the beach. Like we were like in the middle of the rainforest, the capital, Tortuguero. At some point, we were like in a hotel where it was like surrounded by rivers, and there was like crocodiles inside of them, and like of other like animals inside the rivers. They're really nice, and like the only way to get to like the actual like little island where the hotel was at is just through boat.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's pretty cool.
How about you?
The best trip I've had, probably LA. LA was a lot of fun.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I want to go to
I
California.
really like the West Coast. I like the West Coast more than the East Coast, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I just really like their beaches. The beach is nice. I love the beach. The beaches in the beach that I went to in New York was just fucking dirty.
Dude,
honestly.
Which one was
last
it?
time I went to California,
Yeah.
the beaches were trash too, though. Like,
Really?
yeah, I went into one of like the you know they have like the changing rooms or whatever, like the
Mhm.
where you can like take off your fucking bathing suit or whatever. Like those were fucking terrible. Like they were so bad. Like they were pretty gross. Like I like didn't want to be in there for like longer than I had to. I was like, ooh. Ugh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I like LA. I like LA. I hate the traffic.
I mean, who likes it?
Yeah, who likes
Traffic is awful. Oof. I've never been in traffic that bad. But you know what? I like their highways. So the pace in LA is a lot different than the pace here. Just in general, like life just moves a lot faster over there than it does here, and I feel like it translates into the traffic as well. Traffic over there, everyone's going like 25 over the speed limit. I love it.
That sounds like Denver.
I've never been to Denver.
Dude, yeah, Denver's pretty cool, man. I love Denver.
So have you never been to LA before?
I've never been to LA. I've never been to the West Coast.
Oh, we're going this summer. We're going for spring break.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm not asking if you want to go. You're going.
No, well, I'm down. I guess by
I
force. By force.
He seems like more like unconvinced this time. He's like,
yeah,
I'm
like,
down.
oh shit.
You better be
Listen,
down. We're taking your car.
We should save up like quite a bit of money or something. Like,
Is my car gonna make it?
Yeah, no shit.
It's a new car.
My car made it. Like
Barely.
4 times.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll take my car. Damn, that gas, man. Fuck.
Gas isn't too bad on the highway. I made it to Palo Alto.
I don't know what that is. I don't know where that is.
That's like what, an hour, 30 minutes from San Francisco.
Mhm.
The first time I went, I made it with like legit probably like $80. I only filled up like 4 times. My car fills up with like $20.
Well, actually, when we went to Denver, we took my car, and I think we only filled it once, and we made it all the way over here.
The cool thing about taking your car too is that we can all drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Lucy's car.
I don't know how to drive stick.
Yeah, Luis would have to be driving the whole time.
You know how to drive stick?
I don't know how to drive.
No? Do you? Oh shit.
Victor does, but
Victor.
Victor does.
Victor knows how to drive.
I'm cool with driving. I really, really like driving on road trips.
I do too, but like that long stretch would like hurt. Like,
Dude,
I drove 22 hours straight once without stopping.
Damn.
I think
anything. My longest drive was 10 hours.
Yeah, then I come back.
Yeah, my longest drive was 10 hours. Going to Dallas and coming back. Well, 10 hours.
Wait,
20
22 hours?
22 hours.
Down.
Because you were like driving around all day from the morning, right? And then it like came.
No, so what happened was, so I was headed to Palo Alto. It was like around San Francisco. But instead of heading straight there, I had a couple of other friends with me. So I dropped them off at Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out of my way.
Yeah.
And then drove to Palo Alto. Because I think we left like at 3 in the morning. And I got to Palo Alto like at, I don't remember the time. Like at night.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got there and like just passed out. It was pretty crazy. I got there like maybe like at 12? Like at 12 or 11. It was pretty insane. And I drove straight because they didn't know how to drive stick either. So that was the longest I've ever driven straight. It's pretty crazy because you get to the point where every time you get off at the gas station, you start feeling dizzy.
Really?
Yeah, and that's when I'm like, ooh, maybe I should stop. But you start driving again, and it goes away. So.
Since you turn off vibrations,
I forgot. My bad.
But
You on your phone.
Always.
My bad.
Yeah,
always in my
going like a day without sleep, like the dizzy part is like what fucking kills me. Like,
Oh, dude, when I drove to Dallas, from Albuquerque to Dallas, like I got maybe like 3 hours of sleep, and I left like at like 2 a.m. or something. It was so fucking dark on the way there, like before getting to Texas.
yeah.
Like, and I was so sleepy, like. I thought I was legit, like I thought I was gonna die, cause like I kept driving and then I kept dozing off.
I did that. I did it on my way back from California. It was awful. I almost hit a couple of cars.
I was luckily for me, like there was no cars there, but I mean I could have died just going off the road. Yeah.
The longest I've gone without sleep. I mean, I don't know. I've gone 24 hours without sleep and then had to like drive somewhere like really quickly. But I've never had like to drive a long time after not going that long. But the longest I've gone without sleep in general was like 29 or 30 hours or something like that.
How are you alive?
What? I don't know.
How are you alive?
I don't know. I do it pretty often.
I don't know how long. I think the longest I've gone without sleep was for Thanksgiving.
Really?
Thanksgiving last year was the longest I've gone without sleep. Because that day I woke up super early, went through all Thanksgiving, then we went through the whole Black Friday shit, went longboarding that night, and we stayed up all night watching movies.
Down.
Yeah.
I think for me it's been like a day. Like the longest I've been up
That would have been
was,
like 20
was a day. Yeah. Because it was when I used to play music, we would go out of town and play. And I think it was when we went to Colorado. Like the drive over there was kind of long, and then we had to come back instantly. And normally I don't like sleep when I'm in a car, so I was just awake the whole time.
Jeez.
It's pretty bad. And when I got home, I was really tired. So I was like up playing, and then the drive kills you sometimes.
But
Yeah.
We're young. We can take it.
Yeah. Now.
I've had a couple of. I mean, I haven't gone like another 24 hours without sleep, but I mean, I've done a couple all nighters.
Yeah. Same.
School and stuff, video games.
I haven't done with the video games in a long
Me
time.
either. I miss them. Staying up all night playing just like a really good video game. The best thing ever.
That's what I did when Persona 5 came out.
Ooh, that's really fun.
I miss doing that. I also miss being able to watch a movie, man. Like
You can't watch movies?
no, like I can watch it if I go to the theater, but I can't like put 2 hours aside of my time to watch a movie. I don't know why. I feel that I waste time doing that because I have so like little free time available right now. So
Yeah,
But if it's a good movie, like if it's what you're enjoying, like how is your time wasted?
Nah,
Like,
dude, I was watching. I think I haven't seen. I just watched like what is it called? X-Men Apocalypse. Just watched
that's
it.
a bad movie.
I know it was pretty bad, but I was like, I want to watch Logan. I haven't seen it.
Logan, you haven't seen.
I haven't seen Logan, but I wanted to watch Logan, so I watched X-Men Apocalypse just to maybe.
I like Apocalypse just because of the whole Quicksilver scene.
Yeah,
That's
that
really
was
cool.
that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well, Quicksilver is the only good thing about any of those movies, honestly.
We need to watch The Room.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh yeah, I've heard that. That's really good.
No, it's
No, it's really bad.
Really?
The Room is an awful
I might be
movie.
thinking about something else. It's really good.
The
No,
Room.
it's the best worst movie.
The Room.
Yeah,
The Room.
with Tommy Wiseau.
No.
Best goddamn
Was it a
actor
book before?
Ever. No.
Okay, never mind. Because there's this movie that
I
was a
did
book.
not hit her. I did not.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
Oh,
I'm thinking
hi,
about another
Oh,
thing.
hi, Mark. Oh, hi,
I'm thinking of another
doggy.
thing then. But when I was watching Apocalypse, I was like, I could have done something else. Then it was done. I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna watch Logan. So I haven't even watched Logan yet.
You have to watch Logan. I'm not a fan.
You
of
won't.
X-Men at
You
all.
won't regret watching Logan.
Yeah.
Like it's an amazing movie. Like
I don't
even
know, though.
it's
I have to put 2 hours aside. 2 hours of my time aside.
it's. I mean, it's so much better. It's honestly just a really good movie.
Mhm.
Like even aside from the whole superhero aspect, it's the best superhero movie by far.
Really.
Yeah.
I'm really into superhero movies, so maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'll give it a
amazing. It's
try.
one of the best movies to come out this year.
Oh, it came out this year, right?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
yeah.
That was like maybe a year old or something.
No, it came out this year.
Down,
I'm surprised about that too. Honestly, I said that and I was like, "Wait, is that right?" I was like, "No, yeah, that's right."
down. Like March, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Shit. Down.
Oh, I was just waiting for this year to end, so February can come and I can play Dragon Ball FighterZ.
dude, Dragon Ball
I
Fighters.
thought you were waiting for your birthday.
Fuck my birthday. I don't give a
I
shit.
thought you wanted to be 21.
I don't give a shit about being 21.
Dude, Dragon Ball Fighter is more important than being 21. Like,
Honestly.
what can you do? Drink? Oh, fucking cool, dude. You get to play Dragon Ball.
I mean, you can drink now, but
I drink now. I mean, if I don't drink now, I'm not gonna drink when I'm 21. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me.
it's
I'm just
nice
not,
to have the
I'm just
option.
not a
though.
drinking type of guy. I'm honestly just waiting to turn 25 so I can start renting cars.
Yeah,
That's all I'm waiting for.
I don't think I want to rent a car.
I don't rent cars.
I like my car.
Nobody wanna rent a car.
I would not want to drive my car again in California.
Renting
Yeah.
some. Oh, do you mean just somewhere else?
Yeah, like
Oh.
renting.
Okay,
like,
yeah, like
Like taking a plane somewhere.
yeah, and then just
it
renting
there.
a car. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why whenever I've this year I travel a lot, but most of the time I took my car, and that was because I was thinking in my mind like, hey, I want to be able to drive around the city I'm visiting and not have to pay for an Uber.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Yeah.
The only city I did not do that in was in New York.
New York
That's
would
for
be-
very
Oh,
obvious
yeah, yeah.
reasons.
Yeah.
Fuck,
No,
driving
not
in
driving
yeah,
in New York is
yeah.
awful. It would be
Yeah,
so
when-
bad. Yeah.
Get a bike.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
lot better.
motorcycle.
It's not about like an actual bike.
Yeah. In New York.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I kind of
Fuck
want
this bike, dude. I'll just have a spider bite me.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Honestly, yeah. That'd be
Spider-Man.
awesome.
As long as you have tall buildings, not here.
Dude, life is so boring though. Like, I want to be a superhero. I'd be fucking hyped, dude.
But I thought you said hi,
I mean, literally, if you're Spider-Man, you're like on top of the Empire State Building.
so you're high.
Yeah, high above the city.
What's your favorite superhero?
DC, Batman, Marvel.
Any.
Spider-Man.
No anime.
Independent would be, I guess, Image, which would be Spawn. Yeah, probably it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but yeah.
You don't know who fucking Spawn?
I don't know who that is.
Pretty cool.
I don't know who that is.
Who's your favorite superhero, Armando?
You are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I get that a lot.
Superhéroe.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. Wait.
You don't have a favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's my favorite.
Yeah.
I've loved him since I was wee bit of time.
This is Spawn.
Like I like
shit,
Spider-Man
what's
so
up?
much. I used to have like a mask of Spider-Man, and then I'd use it all the time. And there's one time I left it outside, and then the next day I went outside to look for it, and I had left it like on this like seat or something, and it was really hot that day, so it kind of melted a little bit. And so whenever I tried putting it on, like it was like warped, and it would always hurt my head exactly right here because it was like melted this way. But I'd still wear the shit out of it because it's fucking Spider-Man, dude.
I used to have two fish, and like one they were red and the other one was blue, so I named them Spider-Man and Venom. And then like one time I poured one of them into the other tank with it, and they killed each other. And I was like, "Fuck!" Like,
Which one won, Spider-Man or Venom?
no, they like both died.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, a tie.
Yeah, like I didn't watch them. I didn't know they fought because I was like really little, and like I mean,
you
Were
guys
they
could
like
be
betas or
friends.
something?
yeah, they were betas.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and like
What were you thinking? Like, they were just.
I
messing
wasn't. I
around?
he
was
was a
like
child.
5 or 6.
But still.
He's a child.
I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was a thing, and then I came back and they were just like floating there, and I was like,
Yeah,
At least you
us
died
too.
together.
yeah.
My uncle had this huge tank, and he bought a ton of fish. And he was like, "Hey, I don't want it anymore. You can have it." So he gave us a tank with a bunch of fish. Turns out all the fish were beta fishes,
Oh,
and
shit.
they all killed each other.
How
We
did
were
they
like,
survive
"Why?"
the entire time your uncle had them?
Oh, my
I have
God.
no idea. I have no idea how they did it.
Dude, I had a-
He even told us that they all died. It was so sad.
Dude, I had a turtle. And it lived in a tank. And we put it, we had a tank with like other fish. We put the turtle in there. And then like the morning after, like 2 fish were killed by that turtle. And then that's when we released it to UNM.
You really still UNM?
Yeah, it's somewhere at UNM.
It's bad.
This one's probably the worst. My uncle, like he bought a bunny for his daughter, and then he gave it to us just to watch over it. And my grandma left it outside on a really cold night because she forgot about it. And we were leaving the next morning to go to school, and it was fucking frozen outside in its cage.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
so bad, dude.
Poor bunny, dude. Like it was caged up. Like it couldn't do shit about
Yeah,
it. It
dude,
was just
it was
there.
just stuck in the cage. Just
Couldn't
just,
even
like
dig a
frozen.
hole or anything. Like, to,
Yeah,
like,
it's
try to-
awful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's awful.
Yeah,
Pets, man.
yeah.
I love pets. Pets are the greatest thing ever. I feel like I feel more sympathy towards dogs than actual humans
Yeah.
sometimes.
Same. But I don't know. Dogs are cool though.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
Definitely more of a dog person than a cat person, but cats are pretty cool too.
I like
pretty
both
cool.
of them. I like both of them.
I like dogs a lot better, but cats are cool too.
I feel like dogs make better companions than cats. Cats, they don't really give a shit
Like
about
dogs show affection.
My
Yeah.
cat shows affection all the time.
Really?
Yeah. She'll just come up and like rub on me and stuff. Like she'll just like rub my legs, and then I'll sit down, and then she'll like hop on my lap, and then she'll like rub me, and it's like,
I could sit down on the floor and then like somehow Captain will know I sit down on the floor. So like you can just hear those like little collar like dinging around, and I like go all the way to like my room or the living room and just like sit there like right like with me like great man.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat's
What's the
pretty
timeline?
affectionate. She'll like sit next to me on like when I'm sitting outside in the back or something. She'll just like sit on the chair I'm sitting on.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
final conversation then. This is
Yeah.
last one. Next topic. Whatever we're gonna talk about.
That I'm always on my phone.
Just this guy's always on his phone. At least put it on silent, man. Jesus.
I had it on not disturb for the entire day.
And then
What?
right when we're
Yeah.
right when we're
Yeah.
doing something when you needed to not be disturbed.
Yeah,
It's,
my bad.
Jesus.
I don't know. I just like my phone. I like
You're
seeing
addicted
something.
to your phone.
yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
I am addicted to my phone
You
too.
you are more addicted to it. Than
I am
I
definitely more addicted to my phone.
He hasn't like touched it this entire time. Armando's like
But I mean, I had notes on here, so
The beginning
just
makes
fine.
sense. He actually had notes on it, but like checking for
See, he
every
like checked it
notification-
again, even after
Yeah.
telling him, "Don't check it," and
Yeah.
he fucking checks it again.
Well, because I got a message. Jeez. But
Oh, I got messages too. I'm not fucking trying to look at it.
no, well, I have to look at it because this thing's dead now.
You don't have to look at it.
No, you just see. Oh, I
Yeah, it's
have a
like, I have
message.
it, yeah.
That's the whole thing behind this.
No, but it's dead, man. I forgot to charge it.
Why are you even wearing it?
Then what? You can't
'Cause it
blame it on that
barely
thing.
died.
It's like, but it's because this thing. But doesn't matter.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Drake, and
Those guys.
the other black guy.
Yeah.
Drake isn't a sponsor.
And the
Drake?
other guy isn't either.
The other guy
Just
isn't
letting
either.
that.
Drake's my homie. Drake and I, we go way back.
We're sponsored by Nintendo. I'm just kidding. Don't sue us.
No.
Yeah, we go all the way back to
I believe they would.
our Degrassi days.
The grass.
You were like 6 when you were Degrassi.
I was his wheelchair. What can I say?
You were. I was the trash bin in all the episodes.
You're the trash bin now.
Yeah.
Was Spanish your first language?
No.
Really?
Mhm.
How'd you learn English?
You came over here and learned
I
English.
went to school.
No, but did it help?
Going to school.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well,
Those
yeah.
are the words.
That's
What do you
the
mean?
whole
but,
thing behind
no,
school.
but for me, like, I learned English watching TV.
Well, I mean,
That would help. That's
I
immersing
think it
yourself in the
helps.
culture.
Yeah, I think it helps to a certain extent.
It
Yeah, but
helped
like you
me.
don't really learn it from like the
I mean,
TV because
You get used to it. Though.
unless you have like subtitles on it, you don't
No,
really know what they're saying.
Because I think the earliest memory that I have that I started understanding English was when I was watching like Dragon Ball. And before I was just watching it, I couldn't understand it. And then I was like, oh my god, Goku is about to kill Frieza. And I understand what's going on.
I feel
Wait, how
like
did you
you can
pronounce
only
it?
get so much from
He sounded
TV.
weird.
Goku?
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 No, it's Goku.
It's Goku.
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 Goku. Yeah.
Just
Saying
say it with a
Spanish.
Japanese
Yeah.
accent.
See?
I'm not going to.
Yeah,
No,
say
I'm
it.
not doing
That's
it.
how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do
Goku.
it.
Yeah, I know, but it's still.
Say it.
No.
Goku.
It's fine.
You
Whatever. I don't care. Yeah.
Okay, say my name.
Armando.
No, but Japanese accent.
No.
Say it.
It's not Japanese. It doesn't really.
Yeah, no, but he can roll the R with it.
I can roll the R without it, but you
Say
say
it.
it sounds weird.
Say it.
How do you roll R's again? Never mind. Armando.
Oh, that's
Armando. I rolled it too
Armando.
much. Armando.
Say it in Japanese.
No. It's in Spanish still.
Well, with the Japanese.
It's just me with my deep voice or deep
Whatever.
Deep.
But
voice
yeah,
deeper.
where were we? Dragon Ball. Goku.
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 Hugo?
We're talking about like language.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you can only learn so much from watching TV. Like, sure, you learn what certain words are, but you don't really know what they mean. So, I mean,
You have to get the basics somewhere.
yeah, like you have to learn conventions. You have to learn like what words
Well,
actually do
okay.
when put into a sentence.
But do you
Like it
remember
helps
in
you
school?
pronounce it.
But do you remember in school though, when you came over here, what grade were you in? First?
I started off in kinder.
Okay, I started in first. And I remember just taking like Spanish like stuff, not even English until like I was like in third. And that's when I was like, damn, I can understand Pokemon now.
Yeah, I know what
So-
you mean.
Took a while though. So I got used to watching everything.
When you were
in
first
Spanish.
learning English, was it you translating English into Spanish and then figuring it out that way?
I honestly have no idea. I wouldn't remember. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
What language do you think in? Do you think it's
I
Spanish
think in both.
or you
I think in both. I alternate between them. I really do.
really?
I really do. I alternate between them.
For the most part, I think in English, but sometimes I just find myself thinking in Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah.
That's weird. I can't.
It's
I can mention that.
I was
I
thinking
knew
about that.
both.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, what language do I think in?
Like I feel like you also don't like really think about it as a language. You kind of just think things like without like making words of it because it's all in your head. It's not like you have to say it to yourself. Like you just kind of think things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like when I have thoughts sometimes, like they'll be in both English and Spanish, like at the same
Spanglish.
time. Spanglish, yeah. And like I mean, it's normal to me because it's just like I'm just talking. I'm not focusing on a language, like Marco said.
But have you ever thought about like something in Spanish and you have to translate it?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, though.
I know
Doesn't
what you mean.
necessarily make sense though. Would it? Like, if
Like,
you're
no,
thinking
you're-
about something
no,
in
you're-
Spanish, you're
you're
most likely
thinking-
dealing with something.
No,
in
you're
Spanish.
thinking about you want to say something, but you're thinking about it in Spanish.
Oh.
So you have to translate it.
Oh.
And then you have to think about it a bit. Like,
That's weird.
How
I feel
am I
like
gonna
if
say
I
it?
was in that situation, I would, based on the environment, I'd be like, oh, English, thinking English. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know.
I want to learn.
I also don't know 2 languages, so,
But you understand Spanish a bit,
like, not very well,
but you understand the lingo,
I guess.
right?
Slightly.
I mean, just
Spanish is a cool language. Spanish
Yeah.
is a very dramatic language.
Oh hell
It's
yeah!
very, very
It's really
dramatic.
hilarious. I like it. Like
Yeah.
like bad words in Spanish are so like cool. I don't know, like it sounds like so much more interesting. Like some of them they just sound really, really bad, like so offensive, and some of them just like you can say anything and like it'll sound great.
Spanish
Dude.
though is Spanish. I think Spanish is unique just because there's a lot of ways you can speak it,
That's true.
and there's a lot of things you can say that could mean like a bad thing.
And I want to learn how to like
There's a lot
all
of
the
ways you can speak, like, pretty much any language.
Yeah.
Like, English has, like, are you talking, like, dialects, or, like...
Yeah, kind of right.
because they have like different styles, I guess. 'Cause,
Yeah,
Like what I was gonna say is that
So-
like I want to learn how to speak like the
Spanish.
slang, I guess, for like the capital of Mexico. They have like a lot of like
Oh,
Mexican words
dude.
that like they're not proper, but
Yeah.
you know they
Well, I
make
mean,
everything so much funnier.
That's like America compared to England, or, like, Ireland, or something like that.
Also, English has dialects too.
Huh?
English has dialects.
Yeah, I know.
Even in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Spanish. Like, have you guys ever flirted with a chick in Spanish?
I haven't tried,
What do you mean?
but like whenever a girl finds
Like
out like that speaks English and they find out that you speak Spanish and you say something in Spanish, they get so hyped about it. I think it's pretty hilarious.
I haven't had that, but like, and just like generally, just like talking to a girl romantically in Spanish as
Oh,
opposed
yeah.
to English.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's
It-
a lot more. Like you said, it's a lot more dramatic.
It feels like,
The voice sounds different.
The
It's, like,
voice,
smoother.
the voice changes.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I
Like it's
I
weird.
Spanish.
Your English
Yeah,
and
same here.
Spanish languages like sound so much different.
My English and Spanish voices sound different.
Same here. I think I can talk faster in Spanish.
So it's coming up on an hour right now.
It's okay.
Probably,
It's okay.
no, we should probably cut it off at an hour, keep it a consistent time.
Is it an hour?
Yeah, 12:24, right?
Oh, he's keeping
So
track.
2 minutes to go.
See?
Was it 12:26?
26.
See,
Oh,
now
that was
you cut the
24.
flow of this awesome conversation
It was.
about.
It was.
I like
about,
this conversation.
it was-
The other day, my boss, I was helping her out with something, and I said something. She was talking to me, and I said something in response. I don't remember what it was, but I mean, because it doesn't really matter, anyways. Stop interrupting me, Armando. Shut up. But I responded to her, and she was like, "Do you speak Spanish?" Because I've never spoken Spanish to her because there's really no need in my job because everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you speak Spanish?" I was like, "Yeah." Why? She's like, "Because like I kind of heard like a little like a slight accent there, and I don't really think about myself like having a slight accent
Yeah.
at all."
Yeah.
But then she said that, and I was like, that's interesting. Like,
It's interesting.
I was like, what if I had said no? She was like, I still would have said that. Like, you
Yeah.
sound like you know Spanish because you have like an accent.
You do have a slight accent.
Really? I can't.
I've
You-
never. I
I
can't
can't
tell
see
it.
it. I can't see
You and Armando both have a slight accent.
When we say
Yeah.
what, or what do you mean?
Armando's accent is thicker than
For
Yeah.
sure. Armando's
Marco's
accent is thicker than Marco's.
Like,
where do
but
you
guys
hear my
both-
I
accent?
can't pick up your accent at all.
No,
I can pick up his accent.
Where do you hear my accent?
Well, that's because
I think you have an
both
accent
languages.
when you speak Spanish.
Both. I hear both.
I feel
Really?
like I have a pretty thick accent when I speak Spanish because I speak English for the most part. But where do you hear an accent when I speak English?
Hard to tell.
Wait, you have a English sounding accent when you speak Spanish?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
does.
I've lived here my entire life, like since I was 3 years old. Like before that, you never really speak anything. 'Cause then until I went into pre-K, like all I did was speak Spanish. But after pre-K, I was in every English class, and then every now and then I have like a Spanish class. Like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade were like mostly the only times I ever had a Spanish class. It was one class, and it was like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's not even every day.
Yeah.
So you kind of forget your Spanish, especially in middle school. Like I would forget most of my Spanish
Really?
words, yeah. And then like so whenever I try to communicate with my parents and stuff, sometimes I'd be like, "What's that word?" And like I had to like either like think about it for a second or like kind of like hint at them like, "This is what I'm trying to say. What is that word?"
Yeah.
But like now I feel like I've gotten a lot better at like remembering
Both of them?
Yeah.
I've been told I don't have a thick accent.
It's not a thick
super,
accent.
Or
Or
it's
it's
super thick.
but not
it's
noticeable.
It's
Yeah.
noticeable.
When I say some words.
Right now, it's super noticeable.
When I say some words.
Like compared to me, you have a crazy accent.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. because
I'm
Spanish is
just
my
native,
first language.
just
Yeah.
100% English. But like,
Yeah, like Spanish is my first language.
yeah, but compared to people who like,
But I can. But I think I'm well spoken though.
yeah, I mean, compared to people who, most people who know both languages.
I've been told that I sound like a surfer.
Just because your voice is deep.
No, I feel like it's because I mean I work in customer service.
And you sound like you're high all the time.
I sound like I'm high.
Yeah, you sound like, whenever you talk like soft.
Maybe you talk slow.
Yeah, you sound like you're high.
People tell me to slow down all the time.
The hell?
So,
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
When in English or in Spanish?
Both.
Really?
I don't think you talk very fast in English.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I talk faster.
Yeah, you talk fast.
In Spanish, I talk crazy fast sometimes. I get really excited about something, and I'm like,
Same
like
here.
Yeah,
I
I talk-
stutter a lot.
I talk,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I stutter when I talk too, like, because I'll just be talking too fast. And I'm like, wait, brain, my mouth can't do that yet. Just hold up.
yeah, I've been doing that lately a lot. Like before, I don't think I ever really had a problem with it.
Yeah.
If anything, like maybe in high school, I wouldn't stutter. I would just say a lot, but I think it's because it would help me like process everything
a lot.
first. But then now that I don't use a lot, I stutter a lot more.
I make sure to not use as much as I can.
Yeah,
I
same,
stopped using
especially
after
with our job
Sanchez's
though.
class.
Yeah, Sanchez would point that out to me.
Yeah.
And also in Spanish, I would say "vos," which is kind of like
It's the same thing.
a pause kind of thing. And so
We'll see.
yeah,
Like that?
yeah, and that's actually bad. If anything, you're supposed to say "pues," or I think that's the
We'll see.
right way. And my Spanish teacher pointed that out. So
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just slang though.
yeah, it's slang.
It,
so like
it is slang.
that's why my teacher is like, I mean, if you're gonna use it, just use this one since it's better. Like if you don't really necessarily need to use it.
Honestly, the Spanish that we know is slang.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it's slang.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, Luis says he
It's
talks in formal Spanish compared to
It's
other
Americanized.
It is
Americanized isn't slang though. That doesn't necessarily
Yeah.
mean it's
No,
slang. It means
it-
it's like a different type of
No,
language
but
developing.
no, but for our type of our type of Spanish, if you go to Mexico or any other place, it's slang.
It depends on where you go, because
Yeah, but that's like I was saying earlier. It's the difference between America and like
or like
Europe or
even like here, like English here or like Brooklyn, like they have like different like
English in
phrases
Brooklyn
and
is a different dialect. And
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah,
or even like New York and stuff. There's like different words that you,
like the way they
people
speak
use.
certain things. Yeah, it's not necessarily slang. It's just differentiated just because of
But the way that we use it,
environment.
it's slang.
No, it's just developing into a different type of language. It's the same branch, like it's still Spanish, but
Spanish is complicated, man.
every language is complicated.
English
Oh,
is more
but-
complicated. It
yeah.
breaks its own rules. Spanish is a lot more straightforward.
You think so?
Yeah,
do you
like
think?
in English, like even the teachers that are teaching you English are like, yeah. So
Doesn't make sense.
this is the rule for English, except here, and here. It doesn't make any sense.
I get that.
But Spanish is a lot more consistent. The only thing that's a little bit like
It's a lot more
strange, it's a
formal,
little
too.
strange, is like the accents like above the letters, and that's about it.
Spanish is a lot more literal too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How literal how?
Like in English, we have like not euphemism. What's the word for things like that's like it's raining cat and dogs or something like that? Like you wouldn't say stuff like that in Spanish, would you?
They have those in Spanish.
Yeah,
too.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's different. I mean, it's not going to translate literally. No. It's
Yeah,
different.
like they're not as drastically different. I feel like.
Yeah. But
I think it's a pretty good note to wrap up on.
Spanish is
Spanish is a very sexy language.
yeah, yeah. If you know Spanish, you can listen to really cool music.
Spanish
like the
rock.
music behind
Spanish rock
Yeah.
is really cool.
Spanish
Spanish
rock's-
rap is
Spanish
really
rap.
cool.
I like Spanish rap. Spanish rap.
Yeah,
Spanish
Spanish
women
rap.
are really cool.
You can listen to any type of music.
But you can.
Yeah, they have
understand it
cool
a lot
beats
more.
and stuff
Yeah.
like music and stuff, and like they have a good voice. Like even if you don't understand what they're saying, like it flows with music.
Yeah, just like Luis says, Spanish is dramatic,
Spanish is really
and it's reflected a lot in their songs. A lot.
Anyways,
a
this is
lot
the-
more. A lot more than in English.
This is the end of the podcast.
cool. Sponsors.
No sponsors.
We don't have sponsors. We
No.
wish we did, but this is
No.
our first podcast, so we don't.
First episode. We did it, guys.
Sponsor us on Patreon. We'll put up nudes if we get $1,000.
You'll put them up.
I'll put them up. I don't give a shit.
We don't have Patreon, so
I'm
it
cheap.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Put them up for $100, honestly.
$100.
It's
$100
like
bucks.
a big for like $5. It doesn't
It's
matter.
like a-
Oh, that's you, man. Yeah. So let's wrap it up.
Like, comment, subscribe. do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Be
We don't have Twitters, right? I forgot to make a Twitter account, man.
For the thing, you could just make one in like 10 seconds. Not that hard.
Yeah, like
Well, I'll make one and it's gonna be somewhere in the video, somewhere here or whatever.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but it's gonna be there.
Alright.
Cool.
And on that note,
Saturday hour.
Didi, best dog alive.
Captain the best
Thanks
dog
for
alive.
tuning in.
Looking like best dogs alive.
Wrong.
My dogs are pretty cool. I'm not gonna say they're the best.
Damn, his confidence in his dog. Show us how much he loves him.
I
Alright,
love
that's the end of
them,
the
but-
podcast. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Shout out Drake.
Cool. I'll end it there.